My name is JacobTV. 9 years ago, I wrote a piece called Garden of Love. And in short, this piece was inspired by a poem by William Blake. A Dutch oboist by the name of Bart Schneemann asked me to compose a piece and to find my inspiration in the poetry of William Blake, which I did. In the last 15 years, a lot of my music is based on the so-called speech melody. Many composers like Scott Johnson, Steve Reich, base their music on the melody of speech. Speech is very interesting. It's different than singing, but it still has a melody, it has a rhythm. And like Schubert in his days, who was inspired by the world around him, I'm trying to be inspired as a contemporary composer by the world around me. And speech, of course, is one of those sources. So I was looking for the voice of William Blake, but obviously in the early 19th century when he lived, there were no tape recorders, so there is no audio. But I found a beautiful recording of The Garden of Love, recited by a British actor, and I decided to base the composition on that reading. I added all kinds of bird sounds, tropical birds, European birds, American birds, and also these bird sounds, and I'm very fond of birds like many composers are. Also these bird sounds obviously have their melodies, their rhythms. And that's the beauty of working with poetry, working with bird sounds. Music writes itself. To be honest, I think I wrote Garden of Love in 1 or 2 weeks, very fast, because you have this inspiration from the sound, like a painter who is watching a landscape and who just starts painting. That's what I did as a composer. And so that's basically it. And then, of course, there is the content of the poem, which is quite interesting in the early 19th century, but not so very interesting anymore for contemporary people in the 21st century. It's about life, it's about death, it's about the church, about religion, but still I think it's a peculiar poem which must have been quite revolutionary in the early 19th century in Great Britain. I hope you enjoyed the piece. Thank you very much.